The Lord is thy shepherd, I shall not want. Him maketh I lie down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water. Them. Him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I rasta go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Who prepareth a table before right in the presence of our enemy them. Who anointed I head with no oil. Me cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy. I go follow I all the days of I Ivan. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Jah. Oh, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High, Jah shall therein abide under the shadow of the Almighty. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it, and them is safe. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Jah shall deliver him from all of them. And I give thanks, and I give thanks, and I give thanks. Au mauso golisa, adano wato, it was simply a four. Ah, watanyu moe, oi waladong. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushodemo, where we speak truth to power. And my name, Blakk Rasta. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot. And each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes, and sizes, aromas, and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot where they are subjected to some good amount of heating. At the end of the day, oh yes, something interesting happens. Food is cooked in all its palatability and sumptuousness. Ironically, the ingredients and the black pot do not even partake in the eating of the food. It is us, the eaters, who do. Yet every time, the ingredients and the black pot will rise to the occasion to produce food. And that routine, something, making of food, eating of food, my brother, my sister, wonderful collaboration continues. Now, what is the lesson we can derive from this? It's a lesson of togetherness. It's a lesson of humility, selflessness, sacrifice, and above all, generational thinking. How many of us believe that we've worked so hard to be able to get this food? For that matter, we are the only people deserving of eating the food? No other person is. How many people believe that anybody who is poor is lazy? How many people also believe that we just are here, tomorrow we are not here, so we have to enjoy ourselves to the fullest without thinking about any other person? Think about it, my brother, my sister. Any nation that has no selflessness, any nation that does not put sacrifice first, any nation whose members or citizenry are not ready to say we are ready to sacrifice, will never be deserving of being called a nation. It's an empty box. Every nation in the world was built on the bedrock of sacrifice. That's why our national anthem says, through the blood and toil of our fathers, we came here. My brother, nothing ever happens without sacrifice. Nothing ever will happen if there is no sacrifice. That is why patriotism is key. That is why we keep talking to you about patriotism. This show is all about patriotism. Here we don't criticize, and here we do not take sides. That's why we say we are in the service of God and country. But if we must criticize, we'll do it on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we are in the service of God and country. If we smell it, we will voice it out. If we hear it, we will bring it out. If it touches our skin and we feel it, we will bring it out. My brother, my sister, all our senses are sharp and open. Our ears are to the ground. And every little thing that has to do with our country, we are up and doing. That is patriotism. My brother, my sister, we don't take anything for granted when it comes to our nation building. It's all about Africa. It's all about Ghana. It's the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. And we are live on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is Black Empire Media. And Black is spelled B-L-A-K-K. If you have not subscribed to this channel yet, please do me a favor. Hit on the subscription button and also hit on the notification bell so that each time we are on, you'll be automatically reminded to watch us. My brother, my sister, it's a show of patriotism. And I'm glad that you are part of it. Do me yet another favor. Please share this broadcast so that many other people can check it out. I am most excited you are here. Now we are going on a 16 regional tour of Ghana. In other words, we are going to the whole of Ghana. This Saturday, we will be in Wa. We will hit the roads running. We will be in Wa at exactly 6:30. Listen to the time. 6:30 p.m. sharp. 6:30 a.m. That's early in the morning. Just after cock crow, we will be at Wa Secondary School, Wasek. Wasek. That's the time that has been given to us. 6:30. We will be there at 4 a.m. and sit down and wait until it's 6:30, and we shall address the students. We are told that we're going to be addressing the students outside. That's in the yard. Fresh air. We are glad to be in Wa. 6:30 a.m. in the morning. All the other schools around Wasek, please come. Come. You are all invited. Whether you are a student or not, please come. You will have the opportunity to take photos. You have the opportunities to also have autographs and so on and so forth. Above all, it is time to listen to words of patriotism. We are hitting the Upper West Region, Wa Secondary School at 6:30 a.m. I will be there with my crew. My God, I am extremely excited. At 10 o'clock on the dot, we are going to be at Wa Tech. 10 o'clock in the morning, we will be there and we'll give yet another lecture. After that, we will hit a couple of radio stations and then we'll go straight up to the Wa Market where we will spread the words of patriotism. And then we will close the day by being on the streets of Wa talking patriotism. It's a very tight agenda, isn't it? But by the kind courtesy of your donations, the fact that you have opened your hearts and you are doing a lot to have this patriotism tour, the first of its kind since 1957 and even beyond. I am overly excited. The kind of spirit that has entered me right now is a spirit that nobody can stop. A lot of schools are so eager and happy to have us. The track record is enviable. Of course, there are some other schools that are not too sure. But when they see the whole thing start and it's hot and beautiful and they realize that, oh, they have been wrong, they will invite us. We are going to keep going. We're starting with Wa and we'll go to all the 16 regions of Ghana. Are you in or you are out? It's time to talk patriotism. If any nation would fall, it's all because of lack of patriotism. The Ghana Empire fell because of the lack of patriotism. Patriotism is key. What is patriotism? Loving myself and loving my country. That I will do everything in my power to keep this country loyal and keep it in shape for the next generation to come and meet. It's like when you go into a hotel room and then you keep the hotel room, the bathrooms and the toilets so good, the way you would like to see them when you go into a hotel room is the same way we want to leave it if we can build for the next generation to come over. It's good news. Please, we need a lot of things on this journey. We are traveling all the way from Accra to all the 16 regions. But we are going by road. My brother, my sister, driving all the way from Accra to Wa will take us a lot of hours, but we are doing it. When we go to the schools, it will be so nice that we give them food so that at least they remember, or some drink. Leave them with some kind of souvenirs so that they remember, oh, Blakk RASTA was here to talk about Ghana, to talk about our nation. Are you going to donate? A lot of you are donating and you saw the names scrolling. We are going to keep scrolling the names, those who have contributed. Even if you contributed a penny, your name shall be here. If you don't see your name in there, which I doubt, please get back to us. We will rectify it and put it there. But every name is here. Everyone who has contributed, right from GTA, that's the Ghana Tourism Authority, all the way through to the office of the former President John Dramani Mahama, and to my very own professor, Professor Albion Mens. And in fact, yesterday we had somebody contribute 500 Ghana 3 times. 3 times. All their names are scrolling. My brother, my sister, support this worthy cause. A lot is going to be happening. We have to sacrifice for our nation. And this is what we are doing right now. Remember, Wherever we go is devoid of politics, is devoid of religion. We don't even talk sports. No ethnocentrism. It's purely patriotism. Thanks so much to the headmaster and students of WASEC, that's WA Secondary School, and WASEC Tech. We appreciate you and we love you. From there, the next day, Sunday, we are going to be right there in Tongo, the Tongo Secondary School, Tongsek. We are going to be there. Oh my God. Thousands of students all around are going to be with us. Then from there, we will go all the way to Navrongo and do what God has put in us. Oh my God. I am most excited that I've lived to see this day. Now we are walking the talk. We have been talking. It's time to walk the talk. Thank you so much for, in fact, donating. And if you want to donate to us, our phone number is here. We have the account number as well. And of course, the SWIFT code if you're sending us money from abroad. And of course, our phone number is also here. It's a merchant number. Any amount you send, we shall receive it and acknowledge you. Come here, my youth. Thank you so much. Oh, to God be the glory. I am in the spirit. Hallelujah. The very first story I want to look at is running like a horse. Run it, my youths. Kennedy Agyapong gets heart attack over Nana-Addo loss. Kennedy Agyapong is the man whose photograph you're seeing here. He's a man that I love. Sometimes he says things that we may not agree with, just like all of us. It's not everything I say people agree with. That's what makes us human. Yet respectfully, we continue to live under the same roof, right? The country called Ghana. He's a wonderful human being. He has sacrificed for his party. And I keep saying this. Remember when he was on the surgeon's table undergoing a major brain surgery? He left it and came to vote for E-Levy when he was told that he was needed. He came. At the end of the day, he was disappointed because E-Levy failed. He went back to the media and apologized and ate back his words. He ate the humble pie. He smoked the peace pipe. Kennedy Agyapong has been one hell of a sponsor of his party, donating pickups and a lot of money to his party. My brother, he said there was an election that his party lost and he developed a heart problem after a heart attack. He developed a heart condition. Oh my God. And from that time till now, he has never been himself. Run it, my youth. Watch the story. And this is from Ghana Web. It says, I developed a heart condition after Akufo-Addo lost in 2008. And this is Kennedy Agyapong revealing that. Run it, my youth. As in Central Member of Parliament, Kennedy Agyapong has disclosed why he is cautious about his expectations in politics. He told KSM in a recent interview that he developed a heart condition back in 2008 when he invested a lot of resources and emotions in the presidential bid of President Nana-Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo lost to the late John Atta Mills after the vote went into a second round, with Akufo-Addo leading in the first round. The loss, he said, gave him a heart problem. I learned my lesson from 2008. When I put my resources, my soul, and my will to support President Akufo-Addo, who, when he lost, I got a heart problem. So my doctors counseled me. They didn't know I was a politician until they saw my heartbeat and all those things. So I learned my lesson from that time. I will campaign. I will do everything, but I will not religiously get involved and say that do or die, he stated. Agyapong reiterated that he was not bitter at former allies who refused to back his flag bearership bid, but that his beef was the attacks they visited on him during campaigns. Agyapong lost his bid to lead the NPP in the 2024 presidential elections to Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia in primaries held in November 2023. While insisting he was not bitter at the outcome, he has refused to contribute resources to the campaign, adding that Bawumia was not an enemy of Yes, except that people around Baumia continue to disrespect him. Agyapong has serially boasted about the massive investment he has made towards the NPP campaigns over the years. Dash it away. You see, when Kennedy Agyapong speaks, a lot of people who are not close to him might think that is boasting. Some people think it's mere braggadocio. I was in New Jersey, in America, some years back. And a friend of mine said, "Oh, Blakk RASTA, let's go visit Honorable Kennedy Agyapong." And I said, "Oh, really? You know, I don't really like intermingling with politicians and all that." I said, "Oh, but you are going with me. I mean, let's just go. We are in America. Let's go say hi to him." I said, "Okay." We went to him, nice man. Everybody was eating and drinking. He came over to me. "Ah, you are not eating?" I said, "I'm vegetarian, I'm vegan. I can't eat any of the things served here." He asked his wife to go back into the kitchen and prepare the food that I wanted. First, he asked me what I wanted to eat. I said, "Well, the easiest I can eat will be some fried plantain and some stewed beans." He said, he called his wife's name. The woman came down from upstairs. It's a one-story building in New Jersey. He came over with the wife. And boom, they started preparing the food. Before I realized it was ready. My God. He came and sat down with me. They were in opposition then and spoke to me, in fact, from the depths of his heart. At the time, you know what happened? He had imported, did I say this? So many cars. I have the number, but I don't want to disclose that. Hundreds of cars from America for the campaign of the NPP. And when I saw these cars, I ached. I vomited. I shivered. I was bamboozled. Totally stupefied. Flabbergasted. Hypnotized. Cacophonized. Inundated with thoughts that went left, right, and center in higgledy-piggledy. And I say it with emotion. How can a man invest so much money in a party that has a dangerous vicissitudes of failure? What is happening? But he did it wholeheartedly. Years after, when I saw him throwing tantrums, mad and angry, I said, so this man is truly emotional about where he puts his money. There's an old American saying that goes, you put your money where your mouth is. So he was putting his money right there. And anytime his party did anything to hurt his investment, boom, trouble. But remember, Kennedy Agyapong is a businessman. So if he invests money, he hopes to get it back. He's a businessman. He's doing business with his party. This money I'm investing, when you come into power, I want this contract, that contract, this contract, that contract. That will be part of the communication. Do you disagree? It's time now to question that agenda. Is that patriotism? Or is business? Is it business that is going to help the nation? Or is egotistical? Come here, my youth. Hey, I'm going to donate all this amount of money to the party. But when the party wins, I need this contract, that contract, this contract, that contract. No other person is supposed to get it but me. After all, I've invested. So we are encouraging single sourcing, sole sourcing. Whether I am qualified for the contract or not, you must give it to me because I donated this amount of cash, this amount of money for the campaign of the party. That's politics, right? We have to look at the source of finances coming into every political campaign. Or else, we will have drug barons ruling this nation. We will have idiots ruling this nation. We shall have charlatans ruling this nation. Kennedy Agyapong might be seen as a businessman. He might be seen as a person who has a heart that beats for Ghana. How about another person? They say, he who pays the piper calls the tune. They say he who feeds you controls you. My brother, my sister, he invested so much money. And when Nana-Akufo-Addo lost, he developed a heart attack and a heart condition. He still has it. He is not well. A man like this, if he gets angry at his party, would you say you will blame him? A man like this, who believes so much in his party and spends so much money. I'm glad Agyapong says, right now, he's become smarter. He doesn't put so much of his soul into these things. And we all can tell. When he used to move from radio station to TV station, fighting and defending all the policies of the NPP. Once in a while, speaking against his own party. Right now, that velocity has retarded. True? Think about it. It should be a lesson to all of us. Agyapong could have died in 2008 at the time that he had that attack. That heart attack could have ended his life, and nobody would have been here to tell us the story. The NPP took his money. They took all the finances he gave as investment. And when they lost, nobody went back to him to say, oh, Charlie, you spent a lot of money. Take 1,000 cedis to eat kenke. Or take 200 Ghana to eat kenke. No, they were all hailing him. Chairman, chairman, chairman. And he was also throwing money. Chairman, 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 chairman. You know how they say it in Kumasi? Chairman. At the end of the day, he rose again from the beginning. Heart attack. Now in 2022, the so-called E-Levy, he was still sick. This time not heart attack, brain. He still left the surgeon's table and went to vote for his party. This man, if they don't name an MPP block after him, they have cheated him. This man, if the party does not honor him, the party has Madinu Shambo with the Ozwalensi. Come here! So this is Agyapong. He could have died. He survived it. How about those who didn't survive it? There are other silent souls who died because of politics. So when people are dying for a party, and this party comes in, and it does not stand with the whims and caprices of the nation, it is so much of a waste of time. It's a black pot, a.k.a. Kokoshonamo. Please, people are dying because of politics. People are dying defending political parties. When you come into power, do not let the sweat and blood of all these people go in vain. There are NDC foot soldiers who will die and will never see the end of the coming election. There are MPP foot soldiers who would also die. A lot of them are not doing it because they want something to eat, but they want a betterment of the nation. If you come and you don't work towards the upliftment of Ghana, you have undermined the nation. You have insulted Mother Ghana. And the curses that are coming upon you, if you knew, you'll be wearing a metal helmet. Dash it and bring me the next thing. Next story. It says Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park proves Akufo-Addo wrong. Come here, my youth. How many of us remember when I was standing here and screaming my lungs out, saying that the greatest way to market Ghana is Kwame Nkrumah? Do you all remember? Or am I lying? I said it here time and again. What we sit and see, spiritually and physically, these people could wear binoculars. They would not even see a fly. Hallelujah. We said it time and again. Kwame Nkrumah is the most marketable product in Ghana. A lot of people coming into Africa, they come because of Kwame Nkrumah and some other such things. Let's market Nkrumah. But because of the wickedness of this president who wears oversized suits and borrowed suits from Italy and China, my brother, they will not listen. They will degrade Kwame Nkrumah right from the morning till the evening. First, they started attacking him physically with bodily harm. Remember Kulungungu. When they bombed him. Remember 1964. Remember when they bombed him at Accra Sports Stadium. Remember when they even bombed his statue. If they couldn't get him, they will bomb his statue. If you know if you get him, go get him ghost. It's like football. If you miss the ball, complete it. Don't miss the man. Nkrumah dribbled them like Abedi Pele. Now they were going for his legs. They were not going for the ball anymore to cripple him. He dodged them in all the political discourse. Hallelujah. He was overly brilliant. So blessed to be cursed. Hallelujah. Hear me now. When we told Nana Akufo-Addo this and said Ghana should never ever be poor, as long as we have the Kwame Nkrumah brand, we should be able to rise above every turbulent water. They listened. For one reason or the other, they decided to go and refurbish the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. It used to be called the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum. What is a mausoleum? It's a small museum. Now, they have turned it into the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. To remember Kwame Nkrumah, yet in their textbooks, they claim that he was a dictator. Here you see Kwame Nkrumah's car, the car that he was using as a national asset. It is sitting right there. Kwame Nkrumah was buried right here, inside that memorial center, and much more. They did it. They didn't want to do it. They wanted to destroy the legacy of Kwame Nkrumah because their fathers were murderers and Al-Qaeda suicide bombers. My brother, when they listened to wisdom, they decided to refurbish the place. Listen to what Nana Akufo-Addo is saying now. Rehabilitation of Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park has boosted tourism. And this is President Akufo-Addo speaking. So you see? The Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park's rehabilitation has sparked a significant increase in both domestic and international tourism. President Nana-Addo Akufo-Addo said during the State of the Nation address, SONA, today. And that's yesterday. It was published yesterday. Run it, my youth. President Akufo-Addo highlighting the surge in visitors since the park's commissioning, noting that between the 14th of July and December 31, 2023, that's a period of 6 months last year, a total of 208,557 individuals, over 200,000 people came within a period of 6 months. Divide that by 6 and you will get the number of people who came within 1 month to Ghana. Brother, they didn't come here to seek help from Nogokpo. They didn't come here to go and look at Labadi Beach. They didn't come here for sex tourism. They didn't come here to visit the chief imam. They didn't come here to go to the Catholic church. They didn't come here, my brother, for Galamsey. They came to relieve the spirit of Kwame Nkrumah. Hallelujah. Kwame Nkrumah. If over 200,000 people came to Ghana within 6 months to visit the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum, all other things remaining equal, ceteris paribus, tell me, how many people we have lost in the past by not building this? People came from all over Ghana and also outside Ghana, according to the story, to visit the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum, the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. Run it, my youth. See? The president further revealed that various enhancements had been made to other facilities, attracting keen interest from the private sector for the development of additional tourist sites, notably the National Museum Gallery, which had been closed since 2015. underwent full refurbishment and welcomed over 35,000 visitors in 2023, including school children. They refurbished the whole National Ghana Museum, and it attracted 35,000 people in the whole year. In 6 months, Kwame Nkrumah alone, his grave got over 200,000 people. What does this tell you? Kwame Nkrumah is bigger than Ghana. We should be seeing ourselves as blessed and stop these childish political jingoisms and shenanigans and gymnastics. Kwame Nkrumah was given to us as a gift. And when you look at the money that they brought to the nation, if I were you, remember I said it here time and again, if we did the right thing with our Kwame Nkrumah brand, Ghana will become the Mecca of Pan-Africanism. Do you remember me saying that? Write it down. If we as a country give Kwame Nkrumah his rightful flowers, Ghana shall become the Mecca of Pan-Africanism. Let's give Kwame Nkrumah his flowers. Let's honor the man. Everywhere around the world, anyone who wants to go on a Pan-African pilgrimage will come to Ghana. You see the way people go to Mecca. People go to Israel. That is the same thing I'm talking about. It's the Mecca of Pan-Africanism. And I've said this time and again. Do you know how many great Pan-Africanists were buried here? Kwame Nkrumah himself is here. Fatia Risks is here. Fatia Nkrumah. The great W.E.B. Du Bois. His grave is here. Including some other wonderful Pan-Africanists from the Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago and beyond. My brother, this is the hope of Pan-Africanism. The Mecca of Pan-Africanism. Don't joke. Nana Akufo-Addo has been proved wrong. All the propaganda to destroy Nkrumah. Nkrumah is bigger in death than even when he was living. It's the Blakk pot. Come here. A.K.A. Kukushunamo, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we got more. Hey! Wayo!
Blakk pot. Coco show, man.
It's the Blakk pot, a.k.a. Kukushunam, and here we speak truth to power. My brother, my sister, we are going on a 16 regional tour of Ghana, the whole Ghana. We're beginning this Saturday. We're going to be at Wa. Make sure that you donate. We've written to a number of companies. We haven't heard anything from them. We decided not to involve some other institutions because these same institutions are those who are going to say, no, this guy, you go there, go talk this and talk this and talk that. So radically, we are doing it our own way. Mad movement against disorder. Humbly, we're going to talk to the school children, encourage them to form patriotism clubs known as the Young Patriots Club. Raise a new generation of patriots. Remember the brother who told us that he was going to be coming from the US? He landed last night because of this. His name is Cephas Bayo. He landed last night from Texas to be part of this tour. Can you underrate this movement? One day, his name shall be engraved in the annals of patriotism. One day, he will proudly tell his children, I came all the way from America because of this and I joined. One day, you shall also say, I donated. This donation will not be there forever. After this tour is over, until we come again, maybe at the time, we might not need donations anymore. Because if I don't need it, I won't ask for it. Maybe at the time, we would even make our own money and be big enough to be able to do it without worrying you. But we are giving you an opportunity to write your name in the annals of patriotism. This is not like a church event. It's not like a mosque event. It's an event for our nation. Ghana first. Are you ready for that, Ghana? Are you ready to change the image of Ghana? Are you not tired being labeled anyhow? A lot of us are outside the country, not because we want to be there, but because of issues that we're going through. A lot of us are disrespected and disregarded in so many different countries. Different nationals are beating us and threatening us. The average Ghanaian is a very sober human being, very hospitable. We hear stories from the Arab land where our young ladies are cajoled and pushed into sleeping with dogs. Some of them are engaged in bunga bunga. Some of them are shot and killed right on the deserts by Tuaregs. Some of them die on the way to Italy via Lampedusa. Many others do not see the light of the day. Go to any prophetic church or spiritual church in Ghana. Let a prophecy come that one person is going to be flying to America. And they ask the whole church, those who want to tap into this, come and drop some money at the feet of this guy. The whole church will be empty. Let the same preacher say, there's one man here who is going to be traveling to Tamale. Those people who want to travel to Tamale should also come and drop something on their feet. Not even a cockroach in the church will rise. Because we are fed up with what is our own. We want a new experience. Our children must be proud to be born into this country. They asked an old man a few days ago in an interview, "Sir, what advice do you have for the generations yet to come?" You know what he said? He said, "Please don't come. Please don't come." Tears started running down his eyes. Please don't come. This country, what are you going to come for? Don't come. Stay away. It's hell. We want to change the nation. We have identified the problem. The problem is not necessarily the leader. The problem is not necessarily the resource. The problem is not necessarily you or me. But it is me and you and the leaders and everybody. It's patriotism. Wallahi is patriotism. If we are able to put a foot on patriotism, love our nation no matter what, no matter where we go, we return. That's why in the Ghana song I said, no matter where I go, I would always return home. And Evie Edna Ogoli also captured it in a song. When I go south, west, east and north, I will always come back home. Home, sweet home. Oh my God. It gives me goose pimples all over. A home is where you have your peace of mind. A home is where you can relax and be proud. Hey, when a dog goes out and is being chased, you know where it runs to? It runs to his home. The Dagombes have a saying. They say, "Bulagbal kable dale konyero yenga." The day that the he-goat's leg is broken is the day that it gets home. Because it knows that anywhere it goes, hey, aponchi be krani, aponchi be ni. But when it goes home, the owner and the household say, where did you go and they broke your leg? Who did this to this, our goat? Monkey no fine, but a mama like him. Please donate. You've seen people who have donated. Their names are all over the place. The gentleman who donated yesterday, Bismarck, from Saturday 3 times, 500, 500, 500. My own professor gave us over 3,000 Ghana cedis. Mohammed's office gave us 20,000. GTA gave us 20,000. They believe in this movement, brethren. I am sure they could have done more, but they want to see how this one would go. How much is fuel in a car from Accra to Wa? Do you know how much it is? And back. It's a whole lot of money. But we are determined to make it happen. Just this afternoon, a brethren of mine, Tengbil, said, Blakk Rasta, what makes you move like that? You never tired? I looked at him and I said, it's in my DNA. I will never rest until our nation sees the light of the day. Hallelujah. It's the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonamo. And here we speak truth to power. Make sure you continue scrolling the names so people will see their names. We appreciate you and we love you. Don't just donate once. If you can do more, please do more. And this is my own Professor 3036.80 Ghana cedis. He gave us that. Professor Albion Mens. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Next story, my youth. Watch this. Corruption. Not only Akufo-Addo thing. There's an appointee of Nana Akufo-Addo. She's called Fatimatu. Beautiful lady. She's from the northern region. I've not met her yet. I don't know if I did in the past, but I can't remember. Beautiful lady. She has just become the Minister of Information. Am I correct? Taking over from Nkrumah. And Nkrumah has been sent to the construction sector. She's saying something. And I need us to watch that with a spiritual eye. Run it, my youth. Corruption. Institutions are there to work. The president isn't the complainant, prosecutor, and judge. And this is Fatimatu talking. Please watch it properly. Prayer. Institutions are there to work. The president isn't the complainant, the prosecutor, and the judge. This is Fatimatu talking. What does she mean? Run it, my youth. Information Minister Designate Fatimatu Abubakar has called for support for the institutions that have been set up with the mandate of fighting corruption. She said institutions including the Economic and Organized Crime Office, IOCO, the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice, SHRAJ, and the Office of the Special Prosecutor have all been created to fight corruption. These institutions must be supported. Speaking in an interview with TV3's Beatrice Edu, she said, the perception has not improved, but it is not the reflection that over the period we have deteriorated. When we talk about the fight against corruption, let us not make it as if the president is the complainant. He is the judge. He is the prosecutor. He is everything like we are in a dictatorship. We can just say, I heard this person collecting bribe or gave bribe, and I have taken the law into my own hands. Dash it away. It brings tears into my eyes, brethren. Watch me. You see, what Fatimatu is saying is correct, but is ignorant. Or deliberately playing the ostrich. If you have a dictator like Nana Akufo-Addo, he is the one who puts the special prosecutor in there. If you employ a man to come and make sure that you are not corrupt, when you are corrupt, will the man have the guts to talk against your corruption? Look how many times the special prosecutor rose to talk against corruption, and he got a pummeling. You know what it means to say pummeling? Pummelling, pummeling, boxing, pa 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 pa. He got a pummeling back. Look how many times all these institutions mentioned have become nothing but walking skeletons, white elephants. My brother, the leader has a lot to say. All these anti-corruption institutions, I am sorry to say, a lot of them are nothing but rubber stamps. A lot of them, my brother, are nothing but institutions that are supposed to supervise over corruption and not to stop corruption. Kai, many people will understand this till they chew raw grass tomorrow. A lot of these institutions are just make-believe. Until independent bodies pick up these ones, my brother, nothing is going to change. How can Nana Akufo-Addo pick up the special prosecutor? You have employed a special prosecutor and you expect that the special prosecutor that you can easily sack will be bold enough to come to you and say you are corrupt. Maybe it takes people like us, me and you, to be able to do that job. My brother, the last special prosecutor that we had, what did he say? He said, Nana Akufo-Addo is the mother serpent of corruption. You know a serpent? In the Garden of Eden, the cause of all our problems on earth, according to the Bible, from the serpent. So the mother of that serpent is Nana Akufo-Addo. It means Nana Akufo-Addo is the grandfather of all the problems in Ghana. That's what the special prosecutor said. And he ran out of office like a crazy frog. So, Fatima too. Yes, Nana Akufo-Addo is not the complainant. It's not the prosecutor. It's not the judge. But he has the semblance of all this. Look at when the special prosecutor found somebody with millions under a bed. When the special prosecutor was going in on this in a Rambo style, what did Nana Akufo-Addo, who is not the judge, he is not the prosecutor, he is not the complainant, what did he say? He said, I know that she's going to be free. Are you the special prosecutor? Are you the special prosecutor? What did he say? He prejudiced the case. And truly, at the end of the day, the special prosecutor washed his hands off and went to the drinking bar to have some 2 shots of appeal. We are not children. What Fatima too said that I like so much is the fact that we need strong institutions. Like Obama told us. How would the institutions work? Let them be extremely independent. The IGP must not be a selection of the president. We have given the president too much power. It's almost like a dictatorship. President does everything. If we must eat, the president must order us to eat. If we must sleep, the president must order us to sleep. Nothing happens without the president. Is that what happens in America? In America recently, look at what happened to Trump. Could that happen in Ghana? Under our very watchful eyes, they killed Dankwa. JB Dankwa was killed. Right? They said it's a guy called Sexy Gong Gong or this Sexy Don Don. Up till now, they haven't put a clean finger on the issue. It's still working. My brother, Ahmed Swale was gunned down in broad daylight. What happened? A sitting MP said he knew who killed Ahmed Swale. Up till now, we are still walking around in circles in limbo, like fowls that have caught coccidiosis. So Fatima too. Yes, we need strong institutions, but they must be devoid of the puppeting of the president. Run it off, my youth. My name is Blakk RASTA. When we return, we will read your messages. Hey! Wayo!
Greetings, countrymen. My name is Blakk RASTA. When I was growing up as a child, there was something called a courtesy for boys and girls that helped to train us and raise us up in patriotism. But today, a lot of this patriotism has been lost. Today, our children are beginning to lose everything in terms of our heritage. They have lost out on our history, lost out on our greatness. It is on the bedrock of this I am embarking on a nationwide tour of patriotism. Remember, it's patriotism, not politics. We shall go to all the 16 regions of Ghana. And in every region, we will organize students and speak to them about patriotism. We will organize a small quiz competition where we shall give prizes out. And these prizes are going to be prizes that are souvenirs from Ghana. Right after that, we will organize a certain concert, either in the market space or even on the streets, accessible to everybody. And we will catch the music lovers and deliver the same message to them. It's on the bedrock of this. I would like you to be part of this. Please donate to this great cause. We are raising a next generation of patriots. It's the lack of patriotism that is making us steal from our own country. It's the lack of patriotism that makes us feel like when we steal from the government, we are stealing from space. It's the lack of patriotism that makes us owe allegiance to some foreigners more than us. It's the lack of patriotism that makes foreigners come into this country and behave like demigods, and we see them as such. My brother, my sister, donate so we can move out there. Maybe you want to give us something else in kind. We are ready for you. Our numbers are rolling on the screens, and you can donate into our bank account or onto our phone number, and we will gladly appreciate and acknowledge you. This is the National Patriotism Tour that we have taken on ourselves to make sure that the nation, Ghana, stands tall again like before. My name is Blakk RASTA, and I thank you for listening. God bless you. Ghana shall prosper. Ghana will rise again. Bless you.
Go on, Skipper George. Blackpot, Coco Show, man.
It's the Black Pot, aka Coco Shoneman. Here we speak truth to power. Let's see your comments. Let's see your comments. Wadini Boy says, welcome back, Blakk RASTA. And he says, first in class. Woyoy. Suraju Sedu says, welcome, Black. Harriet Amu says, welcome. Woyoy. Wadini Boy comes back. He was first in class today. And he says, Black, anytime Mahmoud Baumia speaks, Satan comes around with a pen and paper to write some of the lies for his mission. Baumia Chia. Ibrahim Musa says, I am happy. And I've been happy from a long time. I'm happy from today. We have Göttingen, the patriotic pioneer in today's new Ghana. All right? Bless and thanks be to our motherland. Save Jenny all. Abdul Razak Adam says, my mentor Blakk RASTA, please, where can I get your old tracks? Fire at the Judgment Gate. Yeah, Judgment Gate. Shidim Gurugulana. And then one other peace song of yours. Well done, Blakk RASTA. Well, anywhere you see us on the tour, just ask me that question. But it is online in all the shops, the digital shops. These days we don't sell CDs. But if you happen to meet me personally at my performance, anywhere around the world, you can get CDs, you can get LPs with a signature. You can even get USB drives. Mohammed Banjaya 1 says, the legendary teacher, Pan-Africanist and historian is here. Teach me, General. Akache Mbiele Tepaya. This means you have no equal. Run the story, my youth. I come here. Woyo. MC Scorpion. Inside Ashaiman. Respect. Wanini Boy says, Black. Will the Patriotism Tour be streaming live for us who won't be in the other regions? No, we will not be streaming live. It will be so much work for us. We will not be doing that. but we shall have everything videoed. And every week, every Monday, you'll see bits and pieces of what we did there. We will compile all this and put that out on social media as all after the whole tour, right? Asma Banda one says, welcome to another beautiful Wednesday, legendary. Wayoy to the opening prayers. Amoli for Richard says, good evening, Blakk. Keep up the good work, legendary. Odum says, greetings, Blakk Rasta. More fire. Kwame Logos who says, wayoy. And it says, all right. Odum says, Blakk. You see this, our same reasons. These are some of the same reasons why we want to leave the country. Especially Nana Akufo-Addo. He's always lying. The country is moving backwards. And we, the citizens, can't do anything. Well, when the leader is a liar, you don't run away. You stay and fight the liar. That's what you do. When your country is burning, you don't run out of it. You stay and quench the fire. See? I'm not saying don't travel. Don't get me wrong. It's good to travel. But when you travel, keep it at the back of your mind that you are going there to get, so you'll come and establish yourself and your nation. All these people who come, Chinese, Japanese, Indians, and whoever, when they come into this country to work, they repatriate every amount of money they get back into their country. But we go there, make the money and spend there and blow the money there and tell people to say that we are rich. Mirror says, Blakk, please, what's your take on the past LGBTQI plus square root equals equal and is greater than, less than, and plus minus percent. Everything is inside. Has it been passed? I hear it's been passed. My brother, I have said it time and again on this show, and if you have followed me, I don't even want to talk about LGBTQI+. I want to talk about the way these people are always trying to look down on us. Kamala Harris came into the country. I don't care what you think. I don't care whatever you say. Homosexuality, LGBTQI+, is a human rights issue. The UN doesn't say so. America says that, yes, I don't care what you think. I don't care what anybody thinks. It's a human rights issue. And because she was signing a fat check for the president, for their own ego, he promised her that whatever it is, they will bring it to his table. My brother, if Ghanaians want to pass LGBT, it's on to Ghanaians. If Ghanaians are not ready for it, I do not see why somebody would like to twist their hands around them. We don't do that to America. We don't believe in the same things. We believe in polygamy. They don't. There are other things we believe in here that they don't believe in. They believe in things there. We don't also believe in them here. It's a gradual process of understanding and lobbying. When you want to use your financial muscle to bulldoze your way through Africa, I don't know. You cannot do this in the Arab countries. Can you do this in Qatar? Can you do this in Kuwait? Tell them that homosexuality is a human right issue and that if they... in Iran, in Saudi Arabia, where you cannot even go and kiss your woman at the beach, they will give you 100 lashes. You go and tell them that homosexuality is a human right issue. We have different cultures. Time will tell. Because now people are borrowing into other cultures. But you want to force it down the throats of people. That is where I have my problem. I don't even want to come to the table of whether homosexuality is good or bad. I am looking at the political standpoint of these lobbyists. They are not lobbyists. They are terrorists. We won't give you aid. Watch how Ghana is going to suffer from this. And I'm happy. One reason I am happy for the passage of this is the fact that it will force Ghana to be truly independent. We have been begging for far too long. You don't like gays, yet you like their money. So now, it will force you not to go to them to beg. Force yourself and develop your nation. That's the only reason I am happy for the passing of this bill. Wesley Watley says, shouting still religiously. The tree is more holy than any book. Hallelujah. I don't know what you're talking about, but I want to believe that I understand it. God's Way Jata says, we are listening to you live from Kumasi. Oyo, thank you. Mirror says, Steve President by Blakk Rasta. And Nigeria Jaga Jaga by Blakk Rasta. Hey, woyo. Wesley Watley says, Daily Mirror. Kwame Logoso says, to be frank, I did complete the phrase. I didn't complete the phrase, right? Don't lose the man. Okay. All right. If you miss the ball, don't miss the man. If you lose the bull, don't lose the man. Okay. If you lose the ball, don't lose the man. Somda Oliver says, hello, Blakk Rasta. Have you watched the scandal of Afenyo Makin on Loud Silence TV? It's a serious country. He should have been, if this was a serious country, he should have been rotting up in jail. I have not seen it, but I'll check it out. I mean, Kevin Taylor is a brother that I like, and we talk sometimes. So I'll call him and see if I can get it. Or maybe if he's online, I'll check it too. Wesley Wetley says, adversaries, all right? Is that all? Next story, and let's be fast. We're going to finish it up right now. Anas at war with Kennedy Agyapong. Who is Anas Admiral Anas? You know him, right? This is Anas Admiral Anas, my own brethren. He covers his identity because of the dangerous work he does. He went to court, and Kennedy Agyapong also went to court. And it looks like the victory has been given to Kennedy Agyapong. Anas has decided to go back to court to make sure that he gets the justice that he truly deserves. Did the court give him the justice or not? Run the story, my youth. The Supreme Court has dismissed an application by investigative journalist Anas Admiral Anas seeking the nullification of a High Court decision to dismiss his defamation suit against the Member of Parliament for Asin Central, Kennedy Oyeneya Agyapong. In a 3-2 majority decision, a 5-member panel of the Apex Court, presided over by the Chief Justice Gertrude Saki Tokuno, dismissed the Setio Rerai application seeking an order to quash the decision of the High Court. Now, the Chief Justices Henrietta Mensah Bonsu and Samuel Asiedu were on the majority side, while Justices Isifu Omoru, Tanko Amadu, and Emmanuel Yoni Kulendi dissented. Wow. Wow. So Yoni Kulendi stood for Anas. Omoru Tanko stood for Anas. But Justices Henrietta Mensah Bonsu and Samuel Asiedu didn't. Well, the court did not give the full reasoning for its decision, which is said will be ready at the registry by 4th March this year. That's it. Anas has been called a murderer, a thief, and so on by Kennedy Agyapong. And when they went to court, the court decided to give victory to Kennedy Agyapong. We actually expected that the court would have been able to ask for proof of Anas's murderous nature. Who has he murdered? Can we see that so next time we see him, we run away? We want to see that. But we didn't. And it ended like that. Anas went to court to try and get that answer. You called me a murderer. Who have I killed? But the court is going to give us the full ruling so we can read and understand. Dash it and give me the next one. Final story for the day. Akufo-Addo turns Ghana into construction site. I didn't say that. It's the Minister of State saying that. Which Minister of State? Which Minister of State is saying this? My brother. And what is the story like? Run the story. My brother, my sister, 3news.com says, Akufo-Addo has turned Ghana into a construction site. Is a state enterprise minister. Run it, my youth. The Minister of State responsible for state enterprises, Joseph Kujo, has shut down claims that the Akufo-Addo administration has failed in terms of infrastructure development. He has challenged critics to go around the country to see the myriad of ongoing infrastructure projects being undertaken by the government for the past 7 years. The ruling New Patriotic Party has received a backlash for failing to develop the country despite securing several loans. Now, even though the government has constantly claimed to have intensified infrastructure projects than any administration, yet the opposition National Democratic Congress thinks otherwise. The Efia constituency lawmaker, reacting to the 2024 State of the Nation address delivered by Nana Akufo-Addo, touted the number of schools, hospitals, and other ongoing infrastructure projects undertaken by the government. President Nana Akufo-Addo has turned Ghana into a construction site. And if you open your eyes, you will see these projects. Dash it away. It's true, Nana Akufo-Addo has actually turned the nation into a construction site. Everywhere you go, you see construction that never ends. Everywhere. Roads are being diverted. 2 days ago, I was driving through Circle and it was blocked. I stayed in traffic for 3 hours. I had to turn round, go through Awudomi Cemetery, and from that roundabout to Awudomi Cemetery was 1.5 hours. Trotro drivers threatening to mash your car because the road is for them. Construction work. They are not completing anything to force you to bring them back into power to continue with the shenanigans. Yes, it's true. He has turned the whole Ghana into a construction site, never ending. You see how ugly construction sites are? When they are building, you never see the beauty until the building is done. But Nana Akufo-Addo is not completing in it. La General Hospital. Watermelon factory in Wale Wale. Hey! Construction site Ampa. Please do something for the poor people of Ghana and stop the dirty politics. That's it. I'm done and I'm going. Final messages. All right. See 1 million hands waving at me. All right, so I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you and I love you. If you haven't donated yet, please do. Yusuf Majid gave us 20 CDs. Thank you so much, Yusuf Majid. Like I keep saying, maybe it's your kenke money that you have given to us. We appreciate this. Ibrahim Fusseini gave us 50 CDs. Salifu Mohammed Hafiz gave us 50 CDs. Sufyan Suleimana also gave us, how much did he give us? All right, so it's scrolling 618 Ghana cedis. My brother, that's how much he gave us. Sadat Karim also gave us something. How much did he give us? 100 Ghana cedis. Oh my. We want to thank you. The names will continue scrolling. Alexander. Yes, Alexander. I had a friend called Alexander Tano when we were in school. Alexander Brook. Sapara. Grant. Alexander Brook Sapara Grant gave us 100 Ghana cedis. We haven't received any donation from Jeff yet. We haven't received any donation from Lenche Lenche. We haven't received any donation from Ajete, from Stanley, from Oheneba. People in this house have to also donate. You are also part of the patriotism. Please donate. Paul Peter Akanyindipo. He's a great guy. He gave us 1,000 Ghana cedis. Daniel T. Mensah, finally, gave us 1,197 Ghana cedis. People are doing their best. We appreciate you. Keep the money coming. We will give you accounts too. Hey, anywhere we go, we will publish results. How much money are we spending on fuel? We'll bring you this. We'll flash it out, you see. How much did we spend on food? We'll bring everything. It's the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Franklin via Junipay. I remember this. 611. He sent it all the way from America. Collins at Atefua gave us 555. It's a magic number. I wish all of you will follow this magic and send 555, 555. That's how what the churches do. It's a 555. Bring it. Bring it right now. My brother, anything you can offer. If it's water, if it's food, we will accept it. To God be the glory. My name Blakk. Oh, Bismarck Lai. Me Chame Faishi, the 7th. He donated over and over. 500, 500, 500, 3 times. So you see 1,000 here. Later you would see another 500. Look at Lankwe Mills, 50 cedis. Why are they? Why? The Ghana Tourism Authority gave us 20,000. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Catch you again tomorrow. Same time, 5 p.m. until 6. We'll be here. We love you and we appreciate you. It's been the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Hey! Wayo!